All right, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Malika checking in, and Justin checking in with another episode of From the Blog podcast. And as you can see, when did you put your shades up?
Why not? Let's put him on today. He got him on. I said, look, I kept him with me in the back pocket because I'm really finna go to a pool party after this. But I just figured he gonna rock the shades, got what I'm saying? We got a little something on. I'm put mine on, you know what I mean? We gonna get right.
It's a packed house today, and you guys know I love when we have our creative convos. So please give it up for Jug, Jupla, and Tay5. Ooh, make some noise, y'all. How y'all feeling today?
Cool.
What each one of y'all do? Let's start from you. What do you do? What break it down for
Man,
us?
a musician, I rap, music,
Any instruments you
entrepreneur.
play?
You know what?
Play?
No.
Don't?
None.
Any you want to learn?
Piano.
You want to learn the piano?
That's
You
it.
should do that. There's an app on the App Store I'll share with you. It's really easy to learn.
Piano would be dope.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like as a musician, you should definitely, especially the piano. I think all musicians should know how to play the piano or have a basic understanding of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I was going this way. My bad.
Mike, when you talk, miss you.
My name's Jupla. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, southeast side. Well, over east for real, 68 the East End, if you really know. I'm a musician. I've been making music for about like 5, 6, 7, 8 years now. About like 8 years now. I'm a hustler. I always making something happen. But I do vending machines. I sell ebooks.
Yes,
on the
sir.
real side. I have a 17 location vending machine company. I sell about.
I love when we got investments. Thank you.
Appreciate
I
it.
run semi trucks, so I know.
Semi trucks. Yeah, I just bought a truck about 2 days ago.
Oh, word, what kind?
I gotta show you a picture of it. I don't really know too.
You
what's the
showed
name
me,
of
I
it.
know. I've been doing this for a couple years now, so.
I just put the deposit down on like literally yesterday.
That's dope.
Oh, you got you a nice little 26-foot box truck.
Yeah.
You just bought it. It's all
Yeah,
running.
it's all
We're gonna
running.
talk business after this.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm trying
worry
to figure
about
out
it.
what I'm gonna do with
Well,
that.
I got something for you to do. We
Yeah,
gonna
I
talk
do the whole
business after
nine
this.
though. I do the whole nine. I don't think I'm just a Chicago nigga that just be in the streets.
That's
bro. I be
good.
making
Look,
shit
more
happen.
black men in investments. We needed more owners.
Yeah.
Boy, it was good.
Then my brother.
Man, what's going on? It's Tay5. I'm back for part 2 already. And man, for me, man, I'm in whatever field God let me play in.
Hey,
You feel me? It's jack of all trades. But it started out with me playing instruments in church.
Which
And,
ones?
I was playing drums and I was on the praise team.
Okay, snare or
Yeah.
you snare
Man,
drums?
I do
Okay.
everything though. You
Okay.
feel me? My pops taught me how to play the piano because my pops really.
That's
Shout out to
good.
my pops.
That
I
piano
do know how
was
to play the
deadly.
piano. And from there, it just started growing into other things. And then I also seen what music do, so I just started venturing into multiple outlets. As of now, like what I do day to day, I am a designer. I design my own clothes. I have my own clothing brand.
Word.
So yeah,
You give me the vibe with
most
the
definitely.
you know what I'm
Appreciate it,
saying?
brother.
Put it together.
So,
you give me that vibe.
Yeah, man, that's the main thing, for me. Like I said, man, I'm into a lot of things. I don't want to get too into depth to it, but yeah, if you know, you know.
If
so
you know, you
I
know.
keep it there.
Absolutely.
So I want to know, and one by one, what is your? We'll start off with Jug. What's your creative process like?
As far as with music,
Yeah,
like really
I see you on Instagram.
Yeah, it really go off the mood I'm in, how I'm feeling, and then after that, I pull a beat up based on how I'm feeling, and after that shit just come out.
So do you like to write? Do you like to actually write it down on your phone, or is it just like you just freestyle, like whatever you feeling, that's what you say?
Yeah, I personally like to write it down in my phone, but I say the last few months, I've been just taking this approach where I just pull the beat up and I just record it right then and there how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Till I get it right. You know what I'm saying? I might say some shit. Nah, I ain't say that right. Go back in. You know what I'm saying? Say it again till I get it right. But preferably, I would probably just write it down in my phone. I don't know. It's just better for me that way. You know what I'm saying? Personally.
So one thing I always say, as a fellow creator myself, so like what's something that, like for me, whenever I'm getting into the mode of like, I throw events. I throw events on semi trucks. I do, like I said, I dabble in a couple things, right? So for me, one thing that I always do is I always go hoop. That's where I started. And that's, what I'm saying, that gets me back in that's my reset. So like as a creator, what's something you do outside of music that gives you that reset or gives you that ability to like, ability to get it, that's like, okay, after I do this, I'm gonna calm down, do whatever I got to do, and then I'm finna get in that mode.
Really, for me, it's traveling. I just like to go play. Yeah, I like to travel.
You like to experience
yeah,
things.
Yeah, I go out
okay.
and travel. That's my thing. I travel, then I come
What's
back.
some of the
and
recent
reset.
cities you've been to?
I went to Mexico. What's the
Cancun or two?
Yeah, Cancun.
Cancun, I love Cancun.
And Vegas. I'm the
Vegas.
last two. Yeah.
I haven't done Vegas yet, actually.
Yeah, it was decent out there. It was hot as hell though. It was even hotter than here.
It be
So,
hot as fuck out there.
Yeah, I like to go out there.
It be hot in Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
It be 114. I'm talking about no
Yeah, that's
humidity,
wild.
straight heat.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah.
Don't have no leave out there, boy. It's over with,
Nah,
shot.
for sure. Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
now.
that's how I do it though, bro. Yeah, I like to
Okay.
travel though, man. And, yeah, it'll reset me.
That resets
Yeah.
you, okay.
For sure, bro.
And then I wanted to ask you too, genre of music.
Man, everybody do hip hop.
Yeah. I listen to everything. Like as far as what I do,
Yeah.
rap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So similar to the conversation we were having off camera, though. You remember how I was talking about how I was just like, the next 5 years, I see that Afrobeat dance hall and just other cultures of music are going to start assimilating into hip hop, and that's going to be hip hop's way of evolving.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself potentially like learning, just some different cultures that you might want to like, hey, I might want to make a song like this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm from the street, but I listen to a lot. I listen to dance hall. I was playing Tim's on the way up here. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
I throw some G shit too. I play
You said
ESCG
you
too.
listen to dance song. You was listening to Tim's.
Is Tim's not dance hall?
I
No,
mean, no.
it's two different things.
No,
What
no,
is
I'm saying,
Tim's
no,
then?
I'm just saying.
Afro beats.
No,
Or like Afro.
No, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
know that. No, I'm
I
just
thought
saying.
Tim's was dance
No, I
hall.
listen to different shit though.
Tim's was dance hall.
No,
Oh,
I
shit.
just listen. I'm just
See,
saying I
this
listen to
is
different
the,
shit.
No, I
but
got you,
look,
I
so
got
you
you.
listen to different shit. No, I agree though. But this again, that goes back to the same combo. We gotta learn. We don't be knowing that. We learning though. We're learning, and I feel like y'all gotta give us a little grace on that. I feel like that's what y'all be getting mad about. Y'all be like, I swear I see it all the time.
No.
They be like, y'all don't know our culture. Duh, I didn't live in Jamaica. The fuck? I lived in Riverdale, Georgia.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
no.
I was listening to Travis Porter and Roscoe Dash. I wasn't in that bit going boop 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 boop. You know what the vibes? I'm like, no, I don't know that. I want to learn though, cause shoot, y'all look lit. What you mean?
Hey, shout out to the Cartel, Cartel, the artist in Jamaica. But I want to put on what you just said. Like a lot of people, showing and love and stuff. I ain't listen to none of his music. So
Facts.
all the women out there that think I'm gonna know who he is, I don't know who he is.
But we gonna learn. Plus,
Yeah, I'm gonna learn for sure.
I'm gonna learn because
he out
island
now.
women fine.
Right.
I'm gonna be quite frank with you.
I was from Chicago, Illinois, Southeast. I'm from East Side. I want to listen to no Jamaican music.
We were listening to Herbo, Bibby,
Yeah, Herbo and shit.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
No
Yeah.
disrespect, because the music's
Lou,
great.
look, Lou Fo, you
that's all I'm
feel
saying,
me?
what
Like,
he
you
did,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Hey, I know. Trust me,
Alright,
I know
yeah.
what's up. That's what y'all was listening to, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't really focused. It wasn't that we didn't want to. It's
Yeah.
just, but now that I'm older, we got time to do that.
Off topic. Off topic, out of curiosity, do y'all think the Chief Keef era, do you think it was detrimental to Chicago, or do you think it influenced Chicago to
How you feel about that?
Greatness.
You from Chicago,
Man,
so I'm going to
what?
let you speak on that.
It's crazy. We talk about that stuff all the time, but it did. Put it up. It did though. Like 2014, when Love Sosa come out? 2014,
Yeah, 13,
13 like that.
2012, right?
2012, so around that.
12,
But that
12 between 12 and 16 was the Sosa era.
So you're saying it was influential, not detrimental.
it was both from 2012, bro. It was both from 2012 to 2018. Chicago, it's a war now, but a war times two. I'm talking about like my little sister not going outside unless I got a pole, unless she got a pepper spray or something. We not going outside unless we got some type of protection on us. Cause it got there. You gotta think about it. Chief Keef, you got the BDs, you got the GDs, you got JoJo, got a whole BDK song. Chief Keef coming out, he hot as hell. Dirk and them still in the hood. It just busting. Then you got Herb and them and Bibby and them who really be on their block. Like Herb and them be on their block. Bibby and them be on their block. Motherfuckers think people think because they got money.
Motherfuckers like academics
Yeah.
really hyping
it up.
They was making it. They was. I remember growing up,
But
because
you
that's
gotta-
how academics got big. If you
Yeah.
don't know, he basically was like this guy, this internet dude who was on the blogs and on Twitter back when Twitter was first starting.
Talking about
and
Chicago.
basically was talking about
Oh,
Chicago,
wait,
and he
Trey.
was making it seem like it was World War III.
Yeah.
Wait, Trey,
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah.
So do y'all think academics is a credible source?
He a credible source.
Yeah,
you gotta
he
give it
is.
to him. Yeah.
I
You gotta
would
give it to
say
him.
he is.
Bro.
He's a credible. He's a credible source. Is he still a goofball? Yeah. I still find him goofy.
Yeah, he a goofy for sure.
Yeah. He's a real
Yeah, you gotta
journalist,
give
though.
him your
Look,
journalist.
he
Yeah.
has real connections. Drake really texts this man stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like during the whole beef between Drake Kendrick, he was really getting real information. Labels really fuck with him. While again, I'm not gonna discredit. The problem I have with academics is the extra shit. You don't have to go arguing with Megan Thee Stallion and Young Miami about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do your job. We respect your job. Like how Lil Baby said when he came on. And he was just like, I fuck with you because you shed light on things that need to have light shared that the mainstream media won't do. But what we don't like is when you be doing all that little petty bullshit. And you be like, you purposely put this out knowing 10 million people are going to see this.
There was another journalist in Chicago. Hopefully if I describe him, y'all know who I'm talking about because he was actually murdered. But to me, he was way better than academics. Like, he used to be out on the streets.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go.
R.I.P.
And
R.I.P.
I don't
Piece of
understand
goat.
why he didn't get the same recognition as academics because to me, he was like 30 times better.
You gotta
than
think about it like
him.
he a hood nigga. He was hood. He was in the mix. Academics wasn't in no
In the
mix.
He was just an
He was
online
just
dude.
an online nigga.
It was easier.
Bro,
Marketability
it's
plays
easy
a
to
factor.
market because you ain't got to be out. You ain't got to be in the jungle. You feel me?
And you got to remember the whole academics Joe Budden. Like, that's an era. That's an era. Like, we got to talk about that. That was really big, you know?
And then Zach TV was really in a field. Like,
Yeah.
he really going to people's hoods. Like, shout out my boy Young Will. They pushing the unity right now. They going to people's hoods and they don't care if you a op. He gonna come to your hood and gonna get your side of your story just so we can all understand what's going on. Because it's something going on in Chicago and it's been going on a long time, but ain't nobody gonna sit down and get everybody understanding. So Young Will, he gonna go to their hood and see why they don't like them. He gonna go to their hood and see why they don't like them. And they gonna watch the video just how they gonna watch the video. And they gonna peep like, oh, well, you know, that's some little stuff. Or they gonna be like, well, cool, we gonna take it there for sure. But you get to understand what's going on. At least you hearing black men don't get to talk to another black man.
We don't.
So, out of curiosities, whose era do you think was more influential? The Kanye West, Common, Twister era, or Chief Keef, Lil Durk?
Chief Keef, Lil Durk for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody thinking about, hey, I love Common, I love Twister.
Jesus.
Twister, one of the best ones out there.
You
Bro.
talking about let's just call it what it is. You talking about in the streets. Look, I love Kanye, love Twister, all them, but they went mainstream so fast, it didn't matter.
I mean, Twister was still in the streets though for sure.
Yeah, he was, but
Twister still in the
their
streets
music
for sure.
went mainstream so
Yeah.
fast. It just Kanye was with Beyonce and Hove. 3 years. I'll be quite frank with you. I didn't even know Kanye was from Chicago until later down the road.
Damn, for real.
I mean, for real. Like, growing up, I didn't know Kanye was from Chicago because you didn't really see him like. Let's just call it what it is. You didn't really see him like in our culture. You didn't really see him. You ain't gonna see him on O Block. You ain't gonna see him there. You know what I'm saying? Kanye was
I mean, shit, he grew up in the hood though.
He did.
He grew
You
up in
gotta
the hood,
respect
though.
it.
Yeah, bro.
From an outside
he
look,
mainstream,
from Atlanta,
bro.
look, I'm gonna be quite frank with you, bro. The whole time, like, bro, it made me. I thought he was from the city. I thought he was from Atlanta. Like, I ain't know he was from Chicago for the longest until he started actually, like, going out there and
He
assimilating.
literally was started out in so many of his songs.
He was doing that literally 4 years later. You know what I'm saying?
No, remember the college
he got
dropout
to
album?
Chicago and so.
Remember the college? He was like, Chi-Town, we gonna
Yeah.
show him how we get down.
Yeah.
I know. I'm already know. I wasn't listening to
You
that.
don't listen to Graduate?
Yeah, all falls down too. What are y'all talking
I was
about?
listening to Jesus
I wasn't
to him, bro.
listening to that like that. And Kanye is my favorite artist now.
Yeah.
I didn't start getting on to Kanye till late registration. I got on. That's when I got on.
That's the new generation. I don't know
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that anyway.
That's when I got on. Because you got to remember, look, back then, you got to understand, I was listening to Jose Guapo. I was listening to Young Dro. I was listening to T.I. That's who I was on at that point. At that point in my life. You feel me? I didn't really catch on to the Kanye wave until 3 years later. Shoot, I wasn't a big Drake fan back then. Because everybody kept trying to tell me Drake was better than Wayne. The fuck y'all talking?
Yeah.
I used to look at that.
They be
I used to
tweaking.
look at it now, today. Oh yes, no question.
You think Drake is better than Wayne?
It's not an argument. It's not an argument.
You think
anymore.
Drake is better than Lil Wayne?
Drake's better than Wayne all time. It's not an argument.
You think
anymore.
Drake is better?
Yeah,
better
it's
than
not an argument
Me
anymore.
personally, I don't think all the time.
You think Drake
Okay,
is?
okay, but look, I'm
wait,
from the
this
South
is so
too.
off topic.
Wait.
You think Drake is
We're gonna
better than
handle
the
this.
man that
We're
produced
gonna-
the Carter 1
We're
through
gonna handle
3?
this right now. We're gonna handle this right now.
I gotta-
You really
Remember
think that?
when Wayne tried to go rock star and it failed? There's a reason why Drake can go to any genre. Drake is the only artist of all time that can successfully, yes, and it worked. Yes, and it worked. I forgot what song it was, and it
Pull up
worked.
a song, or it don't
You
matter.
ain't tried rock yet?
Pull up a song, or it don't count.
That's why I give it away.
Drake can go to any genre in the world right now. And no, he can't.
Hey, I
Yes,
got a,
he
hey,
tried
I got
it.
a Drake
He
fanatic.
tried it.
I got a Drake fanatic that'll tell y'all Drake better than Wayne right now. Oh, he gone. Oh, and he heard the conversation. He had to get up out of
You gotta
here.
get out of there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I guess.
okay, look. Drake can go to any genre in the world. There is no genre that right now Drake could not get on and produce a number one. Nobody in the history of music has been able to do that. And mind you, I grew up. Mind you, Wayne is one of my favorites. I'm being completely objective
You think he
here.
can still do it, Drake?
Right now, yeah, it didn't matter. Look, he was at the P&D concert last night. It wasn't no problem. It wasn't no problem. The vibe, the world. Look, he gonna drop that collab tape with P&D in October on his birthday. We're back to normal. We gonna forget that
Say
even
back to
happened.
regular programming.
Look. Kendrick had the number one stream spot for like 2 weeks. It went right back to Drake. It went right back to Drake. And I get it. And again, I love Wayne. Mind you, you're right. Carter, look, without Wayne, nobody here gets to make money off mixtapes. Without Wayne, it doesn't exist. That alone is the reason why.
Bro, that
Wayne,
alone is why he was.
is why
Everybody is influenced by Lil Wayne.
What's the one thing
all
that
time,
you? But what's the
Exactly.
one thing you
All
can do?
Even when Drake first came out, he was rapping
but
like
what's
Wayne.
the
What are
one
you
thing
talking
you
about?
can do? What's the one thing you can do to suppress that? You can elevate hip hop into an immoral stat. Hip hop is everything now.
Okay, yeah, granted,
And it's
Drake
because of Drake.
came into
Because
his own.
Drake
That's
has
amazing.
the-
but
Which is
where-
Drake
because
has
and
broke
why,
the
and why is it
barrier.
Drake?
The barrier.
Why
Where
is
did
it
he get
Drake?
it from?
You gotta have some influence. You gotta have
Exactly.
some type
And
of.
he got it from Lil Wayne. What are you talking about?
Lil Wayne.
Again.
With our generation, all us living here right now,
Again,
bro, all time, Wayne got
It's
it.
Lil Wayne.
So it goes back to the same argument.
Same way.
Jordan versus Braun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we know Jordan's legacy, but look, at the end of the day, it's year 20. LeBron's still top 5 in the world. At some point, that's gotta matter. Right? At some point,
I
we
understand.
gotta.
I understand that. I understand that.
So for me, it's the same argument. Yes, again, Wayne is by all means.
Drake ain't do what Lil Wayne did. Nobody
Yes,
did
he
what
did.
Lil Wayne.
And no one's done what Drake's done. No one's ever done what Drake's done.
Y'all feel like so why?
Wait, you gotta get the mic.
So, how you feel about people? Like how you feel when people say like Future or Chris Brown like the new Michael Jackson? Then
No.
Who has said Future's a new Michael
People
Jackson?
say Chris Brown do. Yeah, people say that about Chris Brown.
Who has said Future?
I mean, say that about Future, though?
the net be talking. The net
No,
be
I've heard Chris Brown. I've never heard Future in the same.
I mean, saying Future up there, they be calling him Prince and everything. Man.
I don't know about. I haven't seen that. I think he's the
up
greatest
there, though.
hood.
I
I think
don't
he's the
know
greatest
Michael.
trap artist
He
of
up
all
there
time.
still.
I think Future.
for sure.
I think Future's the greatest trap. I think when it comes to
I
specifically
stamp that
trap,
one.
I think it's undisputed. Future's the number one trap artist ever.
Yeah, for
y'all,
sure.
Y'all give it to Chris Brown on the Michael Jackson.
Talk about the Michael Jackson tip. If he
I
didn't
don't
do the
think
whole
we can-
Rihanna thing, he had a chance. But the Rihanna thing fucked him up.
Well, I mean, when we talk about performance, especially in our generation, no one's outbeating Chris Brown, but I wouldn't compare him to Michael Jackson. 'Cause, like the thing is, Michael Jackson, even though I wasn't around, but the videos that I've seen, he had people passing out. Like,
I think you can't
when they would come in his
do that
presence.
because I think that because of social media. Because look, the reason why Hollywood was created was because there was an aura about them, right? There was a sense of mystery about them, right? Where you only get to see them in these certain places. Otherwise, you didn't see them. Look, young boy can be looked up everywhere. We know where that nigga stay. We know where, you know what I'm saying? We see Baby in the club. You know what I'm saying? We see such and such in the club, et cetera, et cetera. That sense of mysteriousness, which builds the hype, won't ever exist anymore.
Oh,
which is why again which is why it's kind of like, again, the closest you're going to get to that is Drake, because he's mastered the ability to be able to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. He's done. He's a master. Like, and again, I'm just saying it from after a certain point.
Boy, still ain't better than Wayne.
I gotta be.
Yo, off topic. Do you think NBA YoungBoy is our generation's Lil Wayne?
No.
Our generation
Chief Keef, yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah, I would say Chief Keef. I would say, why not? Why can't he be this generation? Off the run, the influence, the run. He is that new generation Chief Keef. He basically, I wouldn't say Wayne, because again, Wayne's in a different stratosphere, because as we said again, Wayne is the reason why you get paid for mixtapes. He is the sole reason why you get paid for mixtapes. That is a known fact. He's the one who made mixtapes a thing. Before it was albums. You can look this up. This is a historic fact. It isn't anything to argue about. But
it ain't nothing to argue about.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to argue about. That's why Wayne's legacy will forever be cemented where it's cemented. But it's also the reason why, look, Drake took hip hop to the number one. Again, hip hop was not the number one genre during Wayne's time, during anybody's time.
It was not.
It was not. It was not.
Are
it was
you
not.
sure?
Based on the numbers. Wait. Based on the
Is we
numbers.
number one now?
No,
Based
stop.
on the numbers,
If
it was not.
we gonna make statements like that, we gotta pull up numbers.
You got Nelly.
Hey,
You got a
That's
whole
what I'm
crew of
saying.
people.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be back, y'all. It was not. It was not. The number one genre.
And I'm like, you got Nelly.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne,
you had.
Yeah.
It was.
Eminem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. There's so many people. Jules Santana. You got Jim Jones.
Yeah, you had
He was
Dipset.
snapping.
You had.
The biggest hit of 06 was Powder's Bad Day.
Who is that?
Exactly.
Biggest hit
Of 2006.
hip-hop?
The number one song, look, this is the list in 2006. Bad Day, Temperature, Promiscuous, You're Beautiful. You see what?
That's James Blunt.
Yeah,
Nelly.
Nelly got one. But what I'm saying, exactly, Nelly got one. What I'm saying is, you can go back, and I could pull up the whole stat. I've done this before. I had to do a research paper on this before, so I already know. When Drake came in the game, I would say from it, I think it's from like 2015, 2016 on forward. Because of his dominance in the charts and everything else, hip-hop became the official number one genre in the world, undisputed. We're talking the world.
But
we're
then
talking
you
across
gotta think
all
about
countries.
you
and
gotta think about the collabs as well. Because we can take it back
but
before
again,
2015.
He's
More like
the only
2012.
one. But again, as I said again, and maybe it just wasn't Wayne's time. Do I think Wayne could have did it? Yes. I think given time, he could have did it.
Coulda did what?
I think he could have.
Could have did what?
He could have did.
What Wayne could have did?
The
What?
collab.
Lil Wayne was
What
doing
Wayne coulda-
arenas. Lil Wayne was doing arenas.
We're not
This
talking
is
about
Lil
arenas.
Wayne.
think he been
and
doing
things
that
like
since he was
No,
16.
I'm
Exactly.
talking about being able
Hot
to
Boys.
being able to assimilate all the different cultures into hip hop, making it number one.
Hot Boys.
No, he didn't. He didn't do it the way he
Hold
didn't
on,
do it to
Mike,
make
Mike,
it
Mike,
number
Mike,
one.
Mike.
He didn't do it to make it number one, and the numbers show. I don't have to argue this. We just look the numbers up.
You said 2006.
Yeah.
You get 1 year.
Yes, it's number one now. It is number one. It is number one. Like, we're talking based on the number. You can look this again. I'm not.
I believe hip-hop is number one.
Just do it.
I know it was hard for us just to sell. So it was something. If you did research,
I think we. I think we dropped.
Yeah.
I think
the
we.
genre.
No, I know
You know
what
what I'm
you're
talking
saying.
about?
Yeah.
They said
It
I
we
wasn't
didn't
think.
even
I
sell.
think
Yeah.
the last two. I think the last 2 years it died off a little bit. I agree with that. We're talking more so from like 2015 to like 2021.
Okay, so you saying like a time
Last
frame.
couple
Okay,
years,
okay.
no, because
I
that
think you
goes
saying, like, number
because
one
the
right
last.
now.
Yeah, no, not right now. No.
In 2017, it surpassed Rock.
Hold on, Mike.
There we
Mike,
go.
Mike.
Probably still wasn't number one though, was it?
Mhm.
Hip hop became the top selling music genre by the late 1990s. It remained popular through the early 2000s. In 2017, it surpassed rock as the most popular genre in the
There
United
we go.
States.
To
And by
2017.
2018, rap songs made up 59% of popular music. As of
Mhm.
2023, hip hop has almost 251 number one albums on the Billboard 200 and over 100 number one hits on the.
And
Billboard
that
Hot
is the
100.
Drake effect. And that is 100% correlated with the Drake effect. And Wayne saw it though. Wayne saw it early because Wayne saw Drake has this style that is just addictive that the whole world can relate to. Drake can go rap, he can go R&B, he can sing, he can make pop. He can go with the dance hall. He can go Afrobeat. You can make a motherfucking country Drake song.
But my thing is,
it don't matter.
Not trying to discredit him, but let's also remember too what one of the things in the last decade that has really pushed rap was trap. So we're talking about Future, we're talking about Migos, we're talking about Gucci, just the trap genre. And although Drake has dibble-dabbled in that, I mean, in terms of just strictly hip hop, we have to give it to trap music.
But see, well, yeah, again, that goes back to, I said, that's why I kept saying, you're going to keep seeing this transition. Over the last 10 years, you're starting to see it. Trap music was number one. But trap music being number one wasn't going to get us number one overall. Again, when did that come? 2017. What did we just talk about was the transition in 2017? The Wizkid, that was Views. Wizkid, Drake.
I think trap and rap was different though. Trap was like Gucci, 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, right? But we see it different. The world doesn't though. Just as we talk about Afrobeats and dancehall being different, but we don't see it as different.
Speaking of
we
trap,
see it as the same.
Speaking of trap, how do y'all think Atlanta's hustle culture is different from other cities?
The hustle culture?
Yeah.
Hey, Atlanta, man, y'all some scamming ass motherfuckers out here,
I was
B.
gonna say,
Hey,
I feel
y'all
like it used to be.
What?
As somebody, I'm gonna speak on this. As
thought
somebody
Chicago
that
was
was
finessing. Boy.
yeah,
Y'all-
as somebody that's
I got
grown,
this shit on lock.
as somebody that's growing up, yeah, we got that finesse on lock.
Yeah.
What happened is this: we put this persona out here that we're like Black Hollywood, and by all means, look, at the end of the day, one thing about us that I will say about Atlanta, I could hate the next man right in front of you. You could have a homeboy that I just don't fuck with. Hell, you could have a homeboy I'm trying to kill. But when it comes to me and you, if it's $100,000 play on the table, I don't give a fuck about none of that. We finna make that play.
Right.
Let me record this nigga, bro.
You feel me?
We just told me he got 100,000 on the table. He taking niggas out.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure my camera's
Because
on
see,
all
a
the
lot of
time.
niggas, no. I would, yeah, you the hell no. But like, that's like the mentality of Atlanta, or it used to be. Now, I don't know what's going on. Now it's kind of evolved into everybody come through. But the problem with it all is, the problem with Atlanta, and this is, I've been wanting to say this for a while. It's too many niggas here in Atlanta that aren't good in their own hood that came here trying to make a new life. That's the problem with Atlanta. You got a cesspool of bullshit. You got too many niggas, because I'm from, again, like I said, I watched all this shit happen. You feel me? It's too many niggas that's here right now. How many niggas you know from your block, from your hood, that was fucking up and was like, I'm finna move to Atlanta?
Being honest, my niggas was killers and robbers and shit, so my niggas moved away on some other time, and yeah.
But they moved.
Oh, you too?
That's
But
yeah,
you
that
know,
should go, yeah.
everybody, I tell everybody that's from out of town, we all know one nigga, for whatever reason it may be, but it wasn't the right reason, that came here.
I don't know that nigga.
I don't know him. I don't know. Yeah, we all know, but we don't know, if you get what I mean.
I know what you mean, though, big dog.
But we have no incriminator. We are not rat snitches, and we don't play like that
we
at
don't
all.
play none of that.
We don't play like that. But what I'm saying is, you know, but you don't know,
Yeah, for sure.
a motherfucker that goddamn moved down here, that was on some bullshit wherever they were, and bro, it ain't just Chicago or DC or Atlanta, or New York. It could be motherfucking Iowa, Nebraska, we know it's a nigga from everywhere in the country that just done some shit like that.
I'm funny. I give you that. I would say I don't know nobody like that, but I know some motherfuckers that ain't came down here trying to get away from them boys. Like
Yeah.
no.
But okay, my
yeah.
thing is this, right? So all the stuff that y'all have said, I've heard that discourse before. But why is it that whenever we talk about New York City, people say it's a melting pot, it's beautiful cultures, the hustle is amazing. But then when we flip it, we talk about Atlanta, then the discourse, what y'all was just saying, those type of conversations
Because
arise.
the cost of living in New York is so astronomically high, you're only gonna be there if you're doing something. So most of the motherfuckers there, they making $100K plus, because it costs $100K to live there. Shit.
Well,
Whereas in
there's
Atlanta,
a lot of people that's not, but they're still like, doing
well,
their
that's
thing.
kind of just like, that's always been, because you gotta think about it, just like what New York is. You'd have to go back in history and kind of just look at, like, Just like that's kind of always been what New York is. It's always been a melting pot. Atlanta wasn't that. Atlanta was country. All right? Let me just clarify this. Growing up, I did not want to live here. I was trying to move and go somewhere else. I was trying to go live in D.C. or L.A. growing up. 06, 07, look, I was here when Atlanta was fucked up. All right? It was country and lit. Buckhead, all that shit didn't, you know what I'm saying? Buckhead was for white people, was for rich white folks.
Yeah, I moved there like 6 years ago. My OG helped me move out here. She told me straight out, like, boy, where the fuck is you moving?
Yeah, like all this shit.
2018, we was coming through Bankhead trying to get to Midtown.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see it's half hood, half.
Like, that shit look rough as hell.
You feel me? Like, bro, this shit was rough. This was the hood. This was country hood, ghetto. Like, bro,
but it's different, though, from
Camp
Chicago.
Creek was lit. You know, why we talk about the underground, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Velvet Room, shout out, you know what I'm saying, Prime Time and Mansion Elon and shit like that. We was going to shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, all this other shit didn't exist. You know what I mean? This shit wasn't around, like, bro. And then what happened was Hartsfield Jackson came, which, fun fact, was actually supposed to be for Birmingham, Alabama. A lot of people don't know that. That airport was actually, because if you look at the map geographically, Birmingham is actually a better location to do things like that than Atlanta. But then they were racist, they fucked it up, and it came to Atlanta. So then when Atlanta got Hartsfield, everybody started building. They were like, oh shit, it's cheap as hell to build here. Why not? So then that's when you got all the tech boom and then the movie boom. And then, of course, Black Hollywood came alive because all the movie stars were here. And then we got a little lucky because obviously we had like 50 million rap artists blow up at the same time. You know what I mean? Because we've always had good artists, but yeah.
So what made y'all move? Oh, you just finished.
Yeah, I was finna say, me and bro came here about the same time then in 2018. But to answer your question, as far as what you was talking about the difference in like the hustling or something, at least where I came from, the area I was at, hustling to me meant like, you know, you selling drugs. Like that's what I looked at as a hustler until I got to the A and I met motherfuckers that was looking at me like, nigga, you still selling drugs? Nigga,
we off that,
way
yeah.
more than that, doing this and that and all type of like legal shit. And that's what made me think different. I'm like, damn, I wasn't no hustler. I was just a dope seller. Shit, this niggas out here that's
boy,
really
they moving CD. They doing car washes. They doing, you know what I'm saying? We got clothes moving.
So
we reselling shoes, whatever. Like,
so y'all came here. So then, what made y'all want to stay? Because you couldn't locate it anywhere else, but she was like, I'm gonna stay here. So why?
That's why I was saying I was finna move to New York, bro. I was finna move to New York. That's why I was saying like, it's like people say LA expensive. It's expensive if you ain't got no motherfucking money, bro. But
facts. You got some money, make some moves.
I ain't even always had my senior year. I got some paper my junior year of college. My senior year, I had to make a decision, New York or Atlanta. It was New York. I had a little bread, but not no stuff. I still had to get a job, but New York was more so like it was expensive. That's why I didn't
Facts.
go. My blunts alone, I like to smoke. I got a habit, bro. I got rich habits. I like to smoke and drink. That's it. But a pack of blunts out there is $16. I'm not doing that every day. I was gonna be sober as hell. I mean, it might have been a better person.
Yeah, a pack of woods, yeah. See, pack of woods a dub, boy. Pack of woods, yeah. Ain't no $7.99, no sir. That been a dub piece for a pack of woods. Hell no. We ain't even got to the weed yet.
Came to the A, it was decent, lovely, bro.
Jesus Christ, $70 for 3.5. That bit better last me till next year.
Facts though. Hey, New York got the most expensive weed because they trade fat. They got the wavy flakes. Don't get me wrong.
It's hidden.
It's decent. But y'all better stop taxing people $70 for a tray 5, bro. For real.
Oh, that's crazy.
Chicago gonna come out there and get on y'all ass.
How much is it in Chicago?
Man, we got the KD. We got the tray 5s, $25 tray 5s, $30 tray 5s.
15 to
we
30.
is not. I'm just letting y'all know our culture. We is not selling no drugs or anything on this podcast.
By
None of
all
that. We just
means.
letting y'all know our culture and where we from and how they do things in New York and in Chicago. And both places is recreational.
It is from the block, so you got to talk about the block. Duh.
Yeah.
This is culture. This is culture. Yeah, this is culture.
You know the people be watching.
I'm all right. Hey, we are upstanding citizens. All money is legal around here.
American citizen, United States of America.
Facts.
Okay. Go ahead.
But nah, like one thing, what he was talking about, like, I feel like Atlanta just had this perfect mix of where it was cheap to live here. It was easy to get started here. There was a boatload of opportunities. Am I right? When you again, like you said, when you got here, you started realizing, wait a minute, selling dope. Why would I be doing that? I could be goddamn, you know what I'm saying, selling podcast studio equipment. I could be selling TVs, mountain TV. I know motherfuckers that make $10,000 a month mountain TVs. For apartments, for new move-ins. I know motherfuckers that then bought a car. My homeboy bought a lawnmower. He go around and he get $300 to go do the lawn at all the apartment complexes around here. He gonna make $1,500 2 days.
I tell you
Just
the thing
like
about that
like,
is the only thing about that is I agree 100% with you. But like me personally, like for my vending machine company, I got 17 locations.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a minute to get out my hood mindset. I tell people all the time I talk to, girls I talk to, my homie. The person y'all here now is not the person 3 years ago. Bro. My mindset.
That's good though, but you
good.
growing.
Yeah, I was growing. That's why I said Atlanta helped me with that.
So I got a question for you, right? So I have a question for you because I talk about this all the time. Cause like I said, I'm from the South Side. If you know Clayton County, it ain't the greatest place. All right. It's a lot of, even though for me, right, even though I'm from that area, my folks, they worked in the school systems and they lived a good life. So I didn't have to be around the streets like that. They sent me to the good schools. They, you know what I'm saying? I didn't ride the bus to school. They sent me to the good schools. Mm-hmm. They made sure they spared no expense to make sure I had a good environment because they wanted to see me. First off, I played ball. Then on top of that, they wanted to see me grow into something. They said, look, we got a little something here. We want you to take this and build on it. So one thing I want to say is, and I always tell people this all the time, I feel like a lot of times you can take those dope boys and show them a different way, the legal way, and they'll have the same hustle in that, right? And I feel like, do you feel as if because you got exposed to a different environment, that allowed you to elevate yourself from what you were doing, from where you were originally?
I say hell yeah, because you gotta take chances.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take chances. Like when I started my vending machine company, I called 2 people. Bro, I called OG and my auntie. OG told me save my money. She told me put my shit in my savings.
Facts.
Auntie was like, man, go have some fun. Go out the country or something.
Do what you gotta do.
You feel me? But the guy who was selling the machines told me straight up, like, if you're not gonna be in my warehouse 7 in the morning, you gonna miss out.
You gonna miss out on the play.
He told me straight up, I was going to buy a machine.
Mm-hmm.
Told me save my money. Say meet me in my warehouse 7 in the morning. If you're not there, oh well, bro. Right. Just like that, white guy, bro. Got there. The nigga was selling like 20, 30 machines for like $300 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed like 10 of them motherfuckers. It was a wrap, but it was 3 other vendors there. So I had to beat them out of, 2 machines, but I was glad I got there and not put my money in my savings or went out the country because I wouldn't have 17 locations.
Because see,
you gotta take that. You gotta take that risk.
So being a creative, taking care of business. So I know you have your own business as well. What do y'all do to disassociate on a day to day? Because like, of course you're not traveling every single day. So like, end of the day, right, about 10, 11 o'clock, what do you do to just like unwind and say, okay, I am present, I am here?
I just got hip to some wine.
You on the wine now? Yes, sir. That wine nice, ain't it? Little Moscato, you feel?
Down, play with the kids and shit. Me personally, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
One thing that I definitely push about just like being creative, I feel like also with creatives, right? I feel like one thing that I want, and that's something that I'm trying to do more. I'm always in my hood, when I go back, saying to Zone 3, what I'm always doing is I'm pushing to my niggas. I'm pushing to them, hey, there's more, there's so many other ways. Stop thinking that you gotta just sell dope or you gotta hit a piece or you gotta sell hair if you a girl or you gotta do lashes. Yo, vending machines, trucks, mail postal delivery. Go work on Instacart for a couple months and goddamn run you up 5,000-6,000 real quick and then take that money. Go to buybizsell.com and go buy you a business. People don't know you can buy a well-managed business already. Get your credit right. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to like make these quick little plays instead of looking at 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to survive, but then look at 2-3 months. Take 2-3 months out of you. Because let me tell you something right now. A good year, that's all you need. You just need one good year. And then you play your cards right with that. And no matter what happens, you good.
Nah, for sure.
You feel me?
You get 6 months.
6 months. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say a year.
Like,
I'm saying a year. Really, a good 6 month run.
Yeah.
A good 6 month run. You good. You can be set for the rest of your life.
If you're a nigga and you need like some real, you need to lock in. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Stay in the crib. I did that for a whole year. I separated myself from humans, bro, because people be backdoor as hell. You got people in Chicago. You got people in Chicago hanging around with people that done killed their best friends, taking pictures and backdoor vibes. Like I'm not kicking it with nobody. That
okay, but right in the profession that you guys are in, because networking is important.
Facts.
How do you even go about networking but still like protecting your energy?
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, I'm gonna let him answer that. I gotta think about that.
Like networking protecting my energy. I mean, I don't know if the energy off, I ain't fucking with it. I don't care what amount of money. I ain't some weird shit. I ain't fucking with it. I want to
use that one as well.
Indulging in the shit at all.
Oh, okay. I mean, to pick up off that, I'm gonna be real, man. It's all about your energy. If you go into any situation, like. I tell this to my lady. I tell this to my kids. Like, man, you can't be scared of nothing. The only thing that can be no or yes. So I get it with, protecting your energy, but I also feel like it's the energy that you give off. A motherfucker can be having a badass day. I don't give a fuck. I'm finna come with it. Like, hey, man, it's way more to what you feeling right now. So it's about how you go into a situation.
Yeah, because it's like shit. I'm over here dealing with. I ain't gonna count. Like, yeah, moment of transparency. Like, yeah, like I'm over here dealing with a little crisis right now. I got to get a starter by 8 p.m. today. Because I got $1,100 worth of something on my truck, and if I don't have that thing done by Monday morning, 10 a.m., it's going to be a problem.
Really?
And so, like, yeah, but that don't mean I'm finna walk in here and be like, fuck everybody. Nah, I'm finna walk in here. We finna have a good convo because honestly, like, because one thing I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, they always say Chicago and Atlanta, we cousins. You feel me? Because it's just kind of like,
say that?
Yeah, for sure. Atlanta and Chicago cousins. Because it's similar to how academics had what they got going on. It'd be kind of like what they talk about down here. For us, it was the zones: South Side, East Side beef, West Side, South Side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I liked that out here. That's the only thing I say I liked about out here was when y'all got into it. You got to go 30 minutes out west to go get, like, out here, they got to go 30 minutes out.
I got to drive to the other side of the city to go get ops.
My ops is around my motherfucking grandma crib, like, my grandma stayed on 71st and Vernon. My ops is on 73rd and Vernon. 2 blocks down, probably 8 houses down at the most. Bro, and I'm talking about, like, they 10 niggas deep, we 12 niggas deep. So we shooting at them, they shooting at us. It's like, shit, like, that's why I came out here and I'm like, I'm love this. Because even if I did get to it with a nigga got to drive 45 minutes to get up with me.
You got too much traffic. That's why you don't. That's why we. That's why you. Like I tell folks this. You feel me? I tell folks this all the time. You done smoked it off. You good?
You Gucci.
You feel me? Like I tell folks all the time. Nigga be like, cause look, cause like I'm from being from the South Side, right? We ain't really mess with the East like that. But I'm not finna go. I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the East. I wasn't on, you know what I'm saying, Decatur. Like I wasn't on Boulder Crest. I wasn't out there. I was on Lee Street. I was on, you know what I'm saying? I was on Tara. You feel me? I was exactly. I was out there. You feel me? I was in the QT.
So real quick, just to close out, how are y'all's creative process different than your peers? Like, what makes your music, your creativity, your aura, what makes it so different than, everyone else?
I try to, me personally, I try to get game and talk about reality shit, real shit that's going on, and the way I want to see the world moving forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? I speak on what I really got going on. I ain't fabricating none of that.
Hold on, because I don't heard your music. So is this like personal experience or like you hear things from other people?
Yeah, no, it's personal experiences along with just shit you hear, shit you see, all that.
So
mainly personal.
You slept with your ops girl in his hood. And it made
that's
you
how
nervous?
it was a lyric where I was basically saying I fucked this girl. No, it wasn't I just fucked this girl, but she stayed in the ops hood and I was nervous as fuck. So I'm saying I know niggas can realize. Yeah, no. I'm saying no.
You got some great protection. I'm finna be like, boy.
We was in their hood and it was.
What prayer you saying? Let me say that too, just in case.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. It was a sticky situation though.
I do know how that go though.
It was worth it. Yeah,
hey, as a young nigga inside, you never know. Hey, look, you know, but hey, I'm already done. I know. Look, I get what you mean though.
Nah, and I mean, pick up off of you left off at. I mean, it's definitely the same for me. I mean, I just talk about what I live and what I go through, what I see, what I experience. One, because hard work get done is never told. So I'm not finna tell someone to go do some shit that I never done out the gate.
Yeah.
And just with me, man, it's just mainly just about, like I say, man, mainly bro, remain positive, bro. That's my overall thing, dog. Cause one, this shit already, to me, is not negative. People are just try to,
Go ahead,
I'm sorry.
Nah, I was not to cut you off or anything,
good.
but it was just to make the one little point. Somebody, I forgot what interview it was, but they were just talking about how when making music is just, most music is just a product of your environment.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? If you rapping about what you rapping about, you probably rapping about what you saw growing up. Or if you making, love song, maybe you grew up in what you grew up in. You was able to, you rapping about what you rapping about.
Yeah.
And the best artists are the ones that have gone through. That's why remember how Roddy Ricch was always, how he was like, I'm going to take a few years off because I need to experience a couple more things.
sure.
Yeah,
Right?
most definitely.
So that I can have more subject matters to talk about. This is why, as a musician, as a creator, you need to make sure that your mind is as open as it needs to be, because you never know where you're going to draw inspiration from.
What
No,
about
real shit.
what about you? Like, what makes you so different? Like your music, your creativity than other.
I was gonna draw on to that and answer. I was gonna answer both of y'all questions at once. Like, I respect that, because you do need to experience stuff with this music stuff. You do gotta. You gonna run out of stuff to talk about. Like, believe it or not,
you can't always talk about. You can't always talk about what you grew up on.
Yeah, and then like
after a while, you got to go do something else.
Yeah, and if you really want to take this music somewhere, you gotta talk about some stuff that people want to hear, and don't get in your feelings all the time about it. You gotta give music out to the people,
Fact.
not yourself.
Hey, man,
You gotta
God
give
damn
music
it.
out to the
Nah,
people.
stop right there. God damn it. Because I be telling because see, look, I throw events. I throw pretty big ones at that. And because of that, I get sent music a lot. And when I be having to tell people, quite frankly, the first thing you need to do is get a motherfucking hit.
Yeah.
And in order for you to get a hit, you need to rap about, I don't want to hear about Tuka down the street. I don't give a fuck.
Man.
I'm going to be quite frank with you. Excuse my language. I don't care.
Right.
Put something on that we can vibe to.
Yeah.
That whatever that music, whatever that may be, get in your mode. You need to be doing some studying. You need to be going to experience something. Rap about that. Rap about you in Cancun and about what you saw out there. Go try some different shit.
Fact, that's why I be making, like, if y'all ever watch my videos or my music and hear it, my music be live. I'll probably make a drill song probably every now and then. And I just did a 3 a.m. remix to Philly, just because the producer and all them wanted me to. You feel me? So it was just like to give off my image because it was marketable.
Fact. That's things you do.
You feel me? But like my music, I like to live in the moment. Bro, my homies know I'm gonna go order about 4 black trucks. We finna go to Dear John O's. We going to the studio. We finna have a good time. I done made all my songs on the way to the studio.
We done called the vibes. Yeah,
I don't like making shit days and stuff
prior.
prior.
I done called the vibes order. Yeah, no,
you gotta catch the vibe right there.
I'm in that mode. I'm like, okay, let's talk about what we just did. We're gonna talk about our experiences. I want you to get in depth. I want to hear about what color. And when I talk about in depth, I want to know the shoelaces they had on. I want to know the stitching that the jeans had. No, I really want. Like that's what I tell people. There's so many different ways you can go about it. I want to know what color dreads they had. I want to know the sunglasses they was wearing. Make the story sound, reel me in. Make it sound interesting. Reel me in. You don't tell me you don't got enough subject matter. I want you to take your day. I want you to talk about, man, I had a bagel. What kind of bagel? Man, I had a multi-grain bagel. That motherfucker had 50 C's. That motherfucker had 50 C's, cream cheese, and cream cheese blank. That bitch tasted busted. You see how I just ran? You see how I just ran y'all? See how I just brought y'all in? After that, I went on a walk in Piedmont. I seen a bad bitch. Nice little shawty, tall, light, brown skin, whatever that may be. I don't know. The whole nine, she had a little curly hair.
They do fall in love with authentic a little bit more.
Give me some authentic. That's what we be missing. Authenticity and originality. I feel like everybody goes on TikTok, sees some shit and says, I'm going to go do exactly that, but I'm going to change 3 words. Right. No. Tell me about your individual experience and your unique day. Do that as an artist, and I guarantee if you keep doing that enough times and get the right production and the right beat and make it sound. Plus, it's going to be easier to make that sound good.
Facts.
It's going to be easier to make that sound good because at the end of the day, it's you. You know how to make you sound the best.
Right. Then to go back on what you were saying, I know we got to wrap it up. I know we got to wrap it up.
That's a real combo.
I wanted to be like, I wanted to tell it like, go back on what you were saying earlier, like, don't worry. Stop panicking. Like,
Yeah.
if you out there and you trying to make some, stop panicking. When you panic, you make panicky stuff
Make
to happen.
panic moves, and
You
then that
feel
fucks
me?
you
And
up in the long
mess
run.
it up in the long run. You feel me?
Mhm.
Lastly, I want to say RP my boy FromThe, RP the
Rest
guys,
in-
man.
rest in
Rest in
peace,
peace
my
all my boys.
condolences. Rest in
RP
peace,
Mill, Lil
Mom.
Bro.
Hope
RP
y'all
Pops.
doing-
All the guys that's
all
in
the
Chicago
gang.
show the love, all my homies and stuff like that, man. Love OG, Lil
Before
Sis,
you
all
go,
them.
give me 3 restaurants I need to go to Chicago right now. Boom.
3 restaurants.
Yeah. Three restaurants I need to go to Chicago. Boom.
Captain, Captain Hook's Fish. Go get you a Nacho Grande.
Okay.
It's $11.99 with a strawberry soda. Go to Sunny Sub. Go get you a gyro burger with mouse sauce on the fries.
All right.
And then go to
Y'all love that
Then
mouse
go to
sauce.
Harold's. Harold's
Gotta get the Harold's chicken.
on
Come on,
87.
baby.
Go to Harold's
Come
on
on,
87.
baby.
It's in the cut. Go to Harold's on 87 in the
Okay.
cut. Not the one in the gas station. You go to the one in the gas station. You're gonna get your ass light up.
Okay.
But bro, go to the one on 87. It's cool right there. I'm just saying.
But you gotta be smooth.
You gotta be smooth.
Move smart. As I always say,
be
move
smart.
smart.
Be smart. But you
Yeah.
go to Chicago, you gonna have a wonderful time. My city's
That's
beautiful.
on my
bro.
goal. That's on
Wonderful
my
time.
list
Bro.
soon.
But I appreciate y'all having me on y'all platform today. It was a wonderful time, bro.
Well, one by one, give off your social media so that people know where to follow you guys at.
Hey, y'all can check me out on Instagram. 1JUPLI. 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 Not Jupli. Not Jupiter. It's Jupli. You can catch me on Apple Music. Same thing. JUPLI. Twitter. JUPLI. Facebook. JUPLI.
Where'd you get that from?
My nana called me Jupli. I mean, a celebration of life. So just being positive, like he say all the time, pushing unity in Chicago, man. Put the guns down. Let's
I was
really
gonna say
push this
because
positive
it
message.
reminds me of a jubilee, which is like a party,
Yeah, jubilee,
a celebration. Yeah,
It's jubilee, but in Arabic.
In Arabic,
in Arabic,
okay,
yeah.
that's
It's
hard.
jubilee in
I like
Arabic,
that, yeah.
It's jubilee in Arabic
What
in
about
America.
you, Joe? Where can they follow you at?
Follow me on all social media, all platforms. NORFFSIDEJUGG on everything.
And you can get with me at Taefye, TAEEFYE on everything, every social platform. Taefye, TAEEFYE.
Yes, sir.
You
Well,
did.
look, I had a great time with y'all, and
I
we
did.
gotta
I would
run
love
it
to. I
back.
would love to have y'all. We gotta. Hey, look. I would
This
love
is
to.
really fun.
Break down some of these combos we had just a little bit more in depth, especially
Thanks.
about just like culture and just one thing I want to talk about in the future is like how we were talking about opening some of our we need more owners. We need more black men to be in charge, and we need more of us to be able to see that there's another way besides what we've been shown. The majority of us have been shown our whole life, right? We can do
Amen
the
to
vending
that.
machines, et cetera, et cetera. So that'd be something we'll talk about on a future day, though. But
Most definitely.
For sure.
See y'all next time. Bye.
Already.